Today we are going to check administrator dashboard demonstration for our e-services platform, which is all-in-one services platform, as you can see on the screen. So let's get started for today. As you can see this on the screen, this is the administrator dashboard which we have. Now here, this suggests for all the records or all the data related to the system today. You can set it for yesterday and see all the related changes for the same. As well as you can set it for custom as well, that if you want to see data for from particular date to particular date, so that also you can set, and you'll be able to see a very beautiful graph over here. Now let's jump to the second portion for countries. This is one of the most important portion in the administrator dashboard. Whenever you make a purchase and you want to start the business, you will have this administrator dashboard blank, and then you have to set your own configurations. So first thing, you go into countries and click on country, and it will be blank for you when you're going to make a purchase. So right now we have a lot of countries added over here, but I'll quickly show you how you can add a country whenever you make a purchase for yourself. So you can click on country, and then we have to wait for it, because we have added country, and I have specifically slow internet connection at this time, so it is taking more time to get loaded. Yeah, so you can see that you will see a list of all countries added in the system, and under each country there will be a city. Like for example, under United Arab Emirates, there are 3 cities which we have added. Under India, there are many cities added under India as well. So first thing what you do is you click on add country, and you'll be able to see all the fields to add a country. You can select your country from the list. As soon as you select it, let's say as soon as you select it, it will automatically fill the required details for that particular country over here, like currency code, currency sign, phone code. Like let's say for India it's +91, so you can put +91 over here, and then you can set that what is the minimum I'm sorry, what is the minimum phone number length in that country, and maximum phone number length, like minimum is 8 and maximum is 10. And then you can set that what should be the, do you want to use a referral program, like one user can refer his friend and both can get certain credits in the system. You can edit from here. Let's say what should be the bonus to the user who is referring, what should be the bonus to the friend who is getting referred, and what should be the maximum number of times referral code should be used. Like if I can maximum refer to my 10 friends, not more than 10, so you can apply 10 over here. So same thing you can do it for a service provider who can refer another service provider as well over here. So that's what you have to add in country. And then when you want to add city inside the country, you can select the country, and then you can add city inside that country. You just have to type a name of the city over here like this, and then you can select it from auto suggestion, and then you can select the time zone, etc. It says city already added because it's already there. So that's how you will be able to add a city, and you can draw the boundary on the map that to say that this is my city area, this is my serviceable city area, and then you have to submit. You can turn business on if you are doing business in that city. If you can say you want to accept wallet payments in that city or not. You can turn on if you want settlement into the wallets in case of cash payments. Similarly, you can turn on if you want settlement with other type of payment methods as well, like for example card payments in this city. Then do you want minimum wallet amount required for cash requests? Like for example, if a service provider is getting a cash request, so there should be minimum $100 or minimum $50 in service provider's wallet in order to get the accept the cash request. This is important when you want your service providers to pay you as a prepaid by adding money to their wallet for cash payments. So this configuration you can do it from here, and then you can select cash payment or card payment from here. Stripe is basically a card, and Stripe is a payment gateway, and Stripe is a card payment. So you can have it and you can submit it from here. Once you add country and city, then is the time to add services, which means you can add all type of services in the system. Like for example, you want to add painters, you want to add electricians, you want to add massagers, you want to add beautician services, like you can add any kind of services, handyman, shoe cleaning, etc. You can just click on it and you can name a service, let's say beautician, and description is best beautician services available here. You can turn on business or turn off business, and you can add a logo of that service over here, which is basically this logo which you see here, or which you see here. That logo is there. Once you add the main category of the service, inside each one of them you'll be able to see you'll be able to see sub services. Like for example, if we take an example of cleaning, inside cleaning you will be able to add home cleaning, sofa cleaning, kitchen cleaning. That you can edit from here. You click here and you name the service, let's say home cleaning. You name a description, let's say blah 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 blah, and then you turn business on or off. You put an image for home cleaning over here and you submit, and then you'll be able to head and edit the home cleaning services. So this is how it looks, and you can edit it from here. Of course, you can change the sequence by taking them up or down in terms of displaying it to the user website. So you can change the sequence from up and down arrow over here. Once you add services in your system, then is a time to attach those services with the city. That in my city, Rajkot, we are providing X number of services. So for example, if I select Rajkot and cleaning, what I can do, number one, is I have to add from here. I say, let's say select India, my city, I will select Rajkot, and then which service, let's say whatever service, cleaning service or whatever service, let's say I'm sorry, XYZ service, whatever we select here, and then we can say for that service is business on or off, and provider can set the price. If you turn this on, then your service provider will be able to add a price for that particular service. If you turn this off, then whatever price administrator sets, that price will be applicable in the system. Service provider will not be able to add their price if this option is disabled. So then user can choose multiple services. For example, if you want user to select multiple services, like inside cleaning, user should also select sofa cleaning, bathroom cleaning, kitchen cleaning, car cleaning, etc. Multiple services. If you want him to select, you can turn this on, and you can set that if price includes tax. If it includes, turn it on. If it does not include, turn it off. In any case, you have to write a tax, whatever is the percentage, like 10% or 5% or 8%, whatever is the tax. And you can set what is your administrator's profit, what is your profit as an administrator. You can set it as absolute, that per order I'm going to charge $10 or $5, or you can set percentage. Per order I'm going to charge 5% or 10% or 15%, etc. And you can set it over here. Now once you do that, you will be able to see it over here, and you'll be able to set the price for each services. Like let's say I have added cleaning service, and then this is how it looks once I add a service. And when I click on it, I will be able to see all the services which I have added in this services section. I will be able to set the price of that service for city Rajkot. So then I click on it, then I click on the service, and I can change the price from here. Okay, I can click on the services over here. I can click on the service. I can set, is it a fixed price service, meaning I want to charge a flat amount for the service like 199, or I want to have it on the hourly based, fixed plus hourly based. So if I click fixed plus hourly, it says what is the minimum price I want to charge. Let's say $49. What is the number of hours included in this? Let's say 1 hour, and then price per extra hour is, let's say for example 29, and how many maximum extra hours user can book. So for example, let's say user can book 4 extra hours, which means 1 is included, and other than that 4 more hours, which is in total 5 hours user can book, and this is the minimum price. And then if he wants to extend it, he can extend it at $29 per hour rate for 4 more hours. So this is how you can set fixed price or fixed plus hourly price. Once you do that, you have to submit it over here, and that will be reflected there. That will be reflected in the system. So this is how you are going to add service prices. After that, we are going to check users. You will be able to see all the list of users in the system, and you can apply a filter and apply a search from here that you want to see approved users or declined users in the system, which you can approve and decline from here, from these 3 dots. You can edit any user by clicking on the edit icon, and by editing their details. You can add money to user's wallet by clicking here and adding money to his wallet. So this is how you can alter users. Similarly, you can check all the service providers related data from here. These are the filters: approve, decline, search for it. You can decline or approve from him. You can see the documents provided by that provider over here. If he has any documents provided, then you will be able to see them here. If he has not provided, then you'll not be able to see them here. You can edit a provider from here, add money to service provider's wallet, and then then comes the section for companies. Now I'll give you a brief introduction about what companies are. Service providers can be a freelancer. All freelancers will be listed under providers section, and service providers could be a company. All the companies who are providing services with their own service providers, meaning there is an ABC company who is a plumbing company, and they have 10 plumbers with them. So ABC company is going to register with us, and they are going to provide a service under e-services platform. So whenever user is booking a service, he will be able to choose that he wants to book a company to do the job, or he wants to do book a freelancer service provider to do his job. So that is what company is, and there is a separate panel and a separate dashboard for company, where company can add their service providers, and administrator can company can register themselves, and administrator can approve those companies from here. They can approve or decline those companies from here. So then I would also like to tell you that whenever any service provider registers in the system, service provider will be by default disapproved, and then administrator has to check all his documents, and then he has to approve him from here like this, and then he will get approved. So then it comes for then we can check all the ongoing requests in the system from this particular interface, where we are going to check all the ongoing requests. It will be displayed over here, and then we can check all the history in the system for all the requests which are completed over here. We'll be able to see them over here. We can filter it from start date, end date, etc. Now, important thing is earnings. All the earnings will be displayed in this page as per order ID. You can check it here for individual orders, and pay or collect. Negative value, a positive value is payment, negative value is collecting it from that particular user type or entity. So it also says that if it is already settled in the wallet or not. If it is settled, it says it's settled by wallet. So you can also see if this is done by iOS provider whose phone number is the name of the service provider is, let's say, Divyang70, and then his phone number is this. He has done the payment using cash method. Total is 1,350. Profit for administrator is 270. Cash paid is this much. and then card is 0, of course, because it's cash. Wallet is 0, and what administrator has to collect. Basically 270 is administrator's profit, which he has to collect from service provider, because service provider has received payment in cash. So that's why it has a negative value, and it has been settled in the wallet already. So that is what is all about earnings. You can also group it, and you can have a single as well. If you group it, you will be able to see earnings, all the earnings of a particular service provider grouped together, so you can see the total out of it. So that is what group and single is. And if you want to see for company, you can also set for company over here for grouped, and you'll be able to see for the company group as well. Now wallet history, whatever transactions are being done into the wallet, you can see it over here, irrespective of it is done by the user, it is done by service provider. You'll be able to see them over here, and you'll be able to understand that it is added by using this card. It has been added by provider to his wallet. Service provider, you added balance of 5,000 using this particular card to his wallet. Now if user adds, you can say that let's say $50 has been added by a user, like added by admin for this particular user from the admin dashboard. So it says added by admin. So similarly, whenever there is any deduction, it says that deducted request profit 871. So this is the profit for order ID 871, which has been deducted from the wallet, or like that's how it describes for this is for what. So that is wallet history. Then comes settings. Here inside settings, this is the basic information of administrator, which is going to be displayed in an app under contact us page. And then do you want to show coming status, which means if you want provider is coming towards you status being shown to the user, you turn this off, it will not show those status. Similarly, arrived status and scheduled services. So if you don't want to allow scheduled services, you turn this off from the system over here. So, and these are similar other parameters, like user can create schedule services after like 60 minutes from now, or after 120 minutes from now only, not before that. Now schedule services slot timings, between two time slots, you want to give selection to the user what should be the time difference, like 15 minutes, every 15 minutes time slot, 30 minutes time slot, or what. Now verification code length, like let's say we are verifying user's phone number or service provider's phone number, what should be the length of verification code, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits, whatever. Round number up to how many digits. For rounding up payment numbers, you want to round it for 2 digits, you select 2 here. Now is phone number verification required on user app? Enable, it will be on. Disable, it will be off. Similarly, can user log in with social media? Can user log in using verification code? Can user log in using password? So all these are configurations which you can turn this on or off. Similarly, for service provider as well, there are same kind of settings from here which could be turned on and off by administrator. Now installation settings. So these are mainly settings done by our development team, and this is nothing which you have to do it. Sorry about the interruptions. So yeah, so this is the changes which our team does, and it does not have to be done by you. Now there are app settings. So this is mainly for the force update of service providers, provider app, user app, Android and iOS. So this is also mainly managed by us, and mostly it doesn't have to be done by you. Now color settings, this is interesting. You can set the theme color, text hint, or button colors from here for user apps, service provider app, and user website. You can select a color code from here, and you can save that, and you can change the color. So this is dynamic color concept which we have, which you can change as administrator color of your apps or website, and we do not need to resubmit the apps or anything like that. It will be done as soon as you close the app, remove it from recents, and then again open it, it will be reflected from there. That's all about settings. Now we have documents. This is required when you want your service provider to upload certain kind of documents. For example, any service provider from India or any service provider in United States need insurance paper, or need this social security number, or he has to upload this document when he registers. So admin can verify him, admin can check him, and then allows him to the system, approves him to the system. So you can add a document which says that for document name is this is for this particular country, and it is for service provider, user, or a company, and if it has an expiry date or not, or if it is a mandatory or not. So you can add those fields, configure those fields, and whenever they register, they'll be asked for a document. You can configure under documents. Then emails, in case if you want to change any particular setting for email, like store forget password, you want to change the email content, then you can change it from here, like basic settings for emails. So then you can see admin list, and you will be able to add more administrator over here. Like you set the name, email, and password for new administrator, and you'll be able to add new administrator over here. So that is how it goes. This is all about administrator dashboard which we have. And yeah, so that's what we have under administrator dashboard. Thank you very much. Have a good day.